Narrated in a calm, deep, documentary-style voice. Opening scene, dawn over Lake Eyasi. Narrator. At the edge of northern Tanzania, where the sun rises over the dry savanna and the winds whisper ancient stories, lies one of the last true hunter-gatherer societies on Earth. The Hadzabe. Here, survival is not written in textbooks. It is learned under the vast African sky, passed down through generations, and carried in the hands of those who move with the rhythm of the land. Today, we walk with them. We listen. We learn. We witness a world where every footprint, every call, and every shadow holds meaning. Scene 1, the hunt begins. Visual. A group of Hadzabe men stand in the early morning light, bows slung over their shoulders, arrows resting in handmade quivers. Their bodies are lean, silent, attentive. Narrator. For the Hadzabe, hunting is not merely a task, it is a way of life. Before the heat rises, they set out across the open plains. They do not rush. They do not wander. They read the land. Scene 2, Master Trackers. Visual. Close-up shots of footprints in the dust. A hunter kneels, touching the soil. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the earth is a map. A broken twig reveals direction. Fresh dung, still warm, reveals time. A faint footprint tells a story of movement, hesitation, and fear. Hunters whisper to one another, following clues invisible to untrained eyes. Their tracking ability has been refined over tens of thousands of years. A living archive of ancestral knowledge. Scene 3, moving like the wind. Visual. Hunters glide between thorn trees, stepping lightly. Narrator. The Hadzabe move with remarkable silence. Every step is calculated. Every pause is deliberate. Animals do not hear them. Often, they do not even sense them. This silent movement allows the Hadzabe to get within shooting distance, sometimes less than 20 meters, without being detected. Scene 4, the language of the wild. Visual. A hunter cups his hands and makes a bird-like call. Another mimics monkey chatter. Narrator. To hunt successfully, the Hadzabe must speak the language of nature. They mimic the calls of birds and the cries of monkeys. These sounds both signal companions and lure animals closer. They know which birds follow elephants, which calls reveal honey, and which sounds mean danger. This is communication older than civilization itself. Scene 5, the Greater Honey Guide. Visual. A small bird flutters from branch to branch, calling sharply. A hunter smiles and follows it. Narrator. The relationship between the Hadzabe and the Greater Honey Guide bird is one of nature's most extraordinary partnerships. The bird leads the hunters to hidden beehives, high in trees or deep in rocks. In return, the Hadzabe leave behind wax and scraps of honey. Both species benefit. Both depend on trust. It is a bond found in few places in the world. Scene 6, persistence hunting. Visual. A lone hunter jogs steadily across hot terrain, tracking an animal far ahead. Narrator. In the heat of midday, when most animals hide in shade, some Hadzabe employ an ancient technique known as persistence hunting. The idea is simple, yet incredibly difficult. Follow the animal. Do not stop. Outlast it. After hours of pursuit, the animal becomes exhausted, and the hunter closes in. This is human endurance at its most primal. Scene 7, the craft of the bow, boar. Visual. A Hadza elder sits beneath a tree, carving a piece of hardwood. Children gather around. Narrator. But no hunt can begin without the most important tool. The bow, called boar by the Hadzabe. Crafting a bow is an art. The wood must be chosen carefully, often from comifera or wild olive trees. It must bend without breaking. It must hold strength without becoming too heavy. The elder heats the wood, straightens it, and polishes it with patience. The bowstring, made from sinew or plant fibre. Is tied with practiced hands. Every bow carries the fingerprint of its maker. No two are exactly alike. Scene 8, arrows of purpose. Visual. A hunter shapes wood shafts over a small fire. Another scrapes the bark from a branch. Narrator. Just as the bow is personalized, so are the arrows. Different arrows serve different purposes. Simple wooden points for birds. Light shafts for small game. Metal-tipped arrows for larger animals. Natural resins bind the arrowheads. Feathers guide their flight. Some arrows carry powerful traditional substances. Knowledge passed only from elder hunters to trusted apprentices. This knowledge is sacred, never shared lightly, never taken for granted. Scene 9, the final moment. Visual. A hunter raises his bow slowly. A spring hair freezes. The arrow flies. Narrator. When the moment comes, there is no hesitation, no noise, only breath and release. The Hadzabe rely on accuracy born from lifelong practice. A hunter may take only the shot he knows will be ethical and effective. Every animal taken is respected. Nothing is wasted. Scene 10, return to camp. Visual. Hunters share meat with women and children. The camp erupts with laughter. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the hunt is never about glory. It is about community. Food is shared equally. Celebrated. Talked about around fires that burn long into the night. In this circle of warmth and smoke, stories flow. Stories of hunts, ancestors, and a way of life unchanged for millennia. Ending scene, sunset on the savannah. Visual. The sun sinks behind the acacia trees. Children play. The wind grows quiet. Narrator. In a world that changes faster each day, the Hadzabe remain a reminder of our shared human origins. Of a time when humanity lived with the land, not on top of it. Their traditions are not relics. They are living knowledge. Wisdom carved in wood, spoken in tracks. Carried in the footsteps of hunters who walk with the rhythm of the earth. This is the world of the Hadzabe.
Aku ya. Eke. Oko ai amagbete ta imi. Kaka na ita ba tata mkota kwina megaika mkota tata osho ebe nama. Gupe Petrichana Tachanate Toko so kwa ame Ali wa anakwe Let's eat akwe Ayamenta medake kicha Icham dabakena kikinte Abe aya agupe Ukuhen o an o ai to shuhe akate seba akwete ishi Mwa kamba dia Ila ulivyoniletea hii
Anda. Te.
Miezi mingapi? Kama kwako tu. Na huyu si yuko hivi. La. Bala kibira kwa kutaka kati. Kwa kwako akoya. Aliyata.
Is tied with practiced hands. Every bow carries the fingerprint of its maker. No two are exactly alike. Scene A,
Mr.
arrows
Kimimi.
of purpose. Visual.
Hiện tại
A
mà
hunter
sao làm
shakes
có
his
gì
shaft
phê.
over a small fire.
Cái
Another
bao
strikes
có mà
the
đâu.
narrator. Just as the bow is personalized, so are the arrows.
Cái ai?
Different arrows serve different purposes. Simple wooden points for birds. Metal tipped arrows for larger natural resins bind
Vuela.
feathers guide their flight. Some arrows carry powerful traditional substances. Knowledge passed only from elder hunters to trusted apprentices. This knowledge is sacred, never shared lightly, never taken for granted. Scene 9, the final moment. Visual. A hunter raises his bow slowly. A spring hair freezes. The arrow flies. Narrator. When the moment comes, there is no hesitation, no noise, only breath and release. The Hadzabe rely on accuracy born from lifelong practice. Hunter take only the shot he knows will be ethical and effective. Every arrow taken
Ao tao sẽ để cho coi à sẽ cũng thầm.
Visual.
Ba cái ao quái là tao sao thế áp cũng được
The
rồi.
camper erupts with laughter. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the hunt is never about glory. It is about community. Food is shared equally. Celebrated. Talked about around fires that burn moth into night. In this circle of warmth and smoke, stories flow. Stories of hunts, ancestors, and a way of life unchanged for millennia. Ending scene, sunset on the savannah. Visual. The sun sinks behind the acacia trees. Children play. The wind grows quiet. Narrator. In a world that changes faster each day, the Hadzabe remain a reminder of our shared human origins. Of a time when humanity lived with the land, not on top of it. Their traditions are not relics. They are living knowledge. Wisdom carved in wood, spoken in tracks. Carried in the footsteps of hunters who walk with the rhythm of the earth. This is the world of the Hadzabe.
Kata milho se rekodi. Kata vitunguu vyako.
Amena kwa. Atano kwa.
Achida ukuchabe ukuchabe kota kwe achida pike
Eta ozo atano.
Oku. Mana akwata kumo olaniko. Imo olaniko mana.
Chichi kitana alumeko. Hadzabe.
Lume agora cortar o é o bico tá. Uma película mata ere. Ichina. Api.
Se me vuela.
Wala.
La me kuchama agwede do kaya an bukan kaya an
Te bopa ulu ase kwa fe.
Amenji.
Oba ko. Man te chicha. Man te chicha sa kwa zo aoba.
ale palo ika ken lo mia mama na ko lo baki su
Kwa pe kwa beta.
Semewela, semewela.
Wala sama cara sa no semengu.
Tak timang apa?
No semengu sa no semengu.
Kat mana awak ni kat?
Itu creator de.
Toto, toto.
Mana kita kau bawa? Mana kita kau hak? Dah nak saya kau. Agak aku. Masuk. Enggak tak. Kuasa kita tu aku. Sawanina. Oh no. Oh siapa ada? Oh tak. Oh mau saya kuru. Kini aja tu.
Kami anak kami
Apa ni? Ada aja macam. Ada mana?
Sudah ini gitu. Itu cerita bayi cerita nak kau ini. Ati mana? Kalau pina sasa sebuah yang oh.
Alaka sini aku ada tua ya sana.
Balas.
Thọ gục không gục, thọ qua gục bà thọ gục, chơi bà la gục, bà la hạp, bà la pha ở nọ ở gục, bà la có hạp, tụ mà có hạp bà la. Các bạn thích ai qua thằng nào? Vì nó cái gì có biết gì hay sao cái trong cái gì kia bảo là gì nào? Ra khơi dụ à? Cho ông mà có ai à? Ai à? Ba Allah ham. Che ave ame. Ave che. Ba Allah. Anh usapa.
Kami sokai tahu ke usapa.
Isi ya tak sia.
Ngawa ini.
Macam.
Hari saya.
Aku baca sesalang. Cheese. Baca sasa ina me kan buka aku baca sana aku punya aku dulu. Wah. Bara aku mah ayah aku.
Hadzabe music, the ancient soundtrack of survival, spirit, and community. The Hadzabe people of northern Tanzania are one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer tribes in the world. Living near Lake Eyasi, they maintain a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for thousands of years. Central to their cultural identity and community life is music, a powerful, expressive tradition that brings the tribe together and connects them with nature, their ancestors, and each other. The role of music in Hadzabe life. For the Hadzabe, music is not a separate art form, it's woven into daily life. Unlike modern societies where music may be confined to concerts, recordings, or entertainment venues, Hadzabe music is functional, spiritual, and communal. It is not performed in the conventional sense, it is experienced and lived, often spontaneously. Music is used for celebration, after a successful hunt or community gathering. Storytelling. Passing down tribal stories, myths, and history through song. Rituals and ceremonies, including rites of passage, healing dances, initiation, and weddings. Bonding and play, around the campfire in the evening, singing, clapping, and dancing. Spiritual connection, songs are often directed toward spirits of the forest, ancestors, or used in rainmaking rituals. Instruments, rhythm from the earth. Most Hadzabe music is vocal and percussive, made using the body and natural instruments. Instruments are few but deeply symbolic and effective. Drums, often crafted from hollowed logs and animal skins. Used for rhythm in group dances and ceremonies. Gourds and shakers, filled with seeds or pebbles to create percussive textures. Hand clapping and body stomping, a fundamental part of rhythm making, often performed by everyone present. Wooden flutes and bows, rare but used occasionally for melodic lines, sometimes mimicking bird calls or forest sounds. Despite the simplicity of tools, the music is rich, layered, and emotionally resonant, creating an immersive experience that resonates through the open bush. Music is oral tradition and education. In the absence of written language or recorded archives, music is the Hadzabe's living memory. Songs serve as oral textbooks, teaching how to track animals, what plants are edible or medicinal, tribal history and legends, behavioral codes and social expectations. Children learn by watching and participating, absorbing rhythm, language, and cultural meaning from a young age. This ensures that traditional knowledge is passed from one generation to the next in an engaging and unforgettable way. Dance, the movement of spirit and joy. Hadzabe music is almost always accompanied by dance. It is not choreographed but rather intuitive, flowing with the rhythm of the drums and the song. Dance reinforces unity. Everyone joins in, elders, women, children. Energy release. After a long hunt or ceremony. Spiritual engagement, used in trance or healing rituals. The atmosphere during. Hadzabe hunting techniques. Arrows. The Hadzabe makes specialized arrows depending on what they plan to hunt. Each arrow differs in shaft material, tip design, weight, and whether poison is applied. Their arrow making reflects centuries of refined ecological knowledge. 1. Arrows for large game, e.g., kudu, zebra, buffalo. Purpose: deliver maximum lethality and deep penetration. Key features: poison tips. Made with potent plant toxins, usually Adenium coetaneum, desert rose. The poison is applied as a thick black paste on the metal or bone tip. Heavy, long shafts. These arrows are heavier to maintain momentum and to ensure the poison enters the bloodstream. Detachable metal heads. Many large game arrows have iron or steel tips that detach upon impact. This allows the poison tip to remain embedded while the shaft falls away, reducing the chance of the animal brushing the arrow out. Barbs. Some large game tips include barbs made from sharpened scrap metal to prevent easy removal. Hunting style. One arrow is typically enough, the hunter then follows the animal's tracks until the poison weakens it. 2. Arrows for medium game, e.g., warthog, impala, baboon. Purpose: balance between penetration and accuracy. Key features: smaller poison tips than those used for big game. Bone or horn tips are common, not always iron. Straight reed shafts for speed and accuracy.